Up next on episode 9.
Big homie Cece, and he is claiming for a fact he knows Jamie Foxx was poisoned by Diddy.
Are you listening to my entertain? None of this nonsense.
Boy, for an ad bill, it was gone for 20 days. I wasn't there ready. Next doctor said, some more.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Girlfriend Experience. We're glad to have us with you today. I'm Brandy.
I'm Danielle.
And it's your girl, Deidre. And welcome to the Girlfriend Experience. Have y'all been watching Alexis Skyy?
No, clue us in.
Okay, Alexis Skyy and her ex-best friend got into it. His name is Anthony. Anthony reports allegedly that when he came home one evening, that Alexis Skyy was there with another man and another female, and she punched him in the face. Then the girl that we don't know who it is punched him in the face as well, and then the man started kicking him in the ribs, and they all started kicking them in the ribs. The man reports, his name's Anthony. He reports that he has fractured ribs. They knocked one of his veneers out on the bottom. He's in Atlanta. He better go see that man that's doing veneers for $6,000. Get them fixed, probably for the low. And he's suing Alexis now because they assaulted her.
So,
like we missing part of the story.
Yeah, that's what to say. So
She claims that he was talking about her daughter. And her parenting skills, and she also claims that he hit her first, in front of her daughter. That's why she retaliated, she says, allegedly. So we're going to see about this, and then Alexis said that she was going to sue him for the NDA. She made him sign an NDA. And I guess he broke it, so she's suing him. But this man Anthony is very messy. I'm gonna take you on a little memory lane. Do y'all remember Basketball Wives when Malaysia and Jackie were fighting and Malaysia was in her cheerleading costume? Malaysia.
Sure do.
Because Jackie had reported to the group that Malaysia's kids were dirty.
Remember that?
Anthony was the one who spread that rumor. Anthony told Jennifer, and Jennifer told Jackie, and Jackie repeated it. So he was the source of that mess. And now I'm going to take y'all to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. When the assistant was saying that Sheree wasn't paying, that's him. This is the same guy that claimed Sheree wasn't paying him for his services and was Drew's new assistant. And then later on in that season, he goes to report that Drew was a lesbian and was messing with Mimi's girlfriend, and that Drew's husband was gay. So he's known to be messy, and he also just recently was talking about Mendici. So, I mean, he runs his mouth, so I don't know if people got tired of running his mouth. I mean, that's not a reason to stop somebody, but...
Story time, you guys. On Friday, I was walking into my apartment complex, and I wasn't even at the door, and my former best friend, Alexis Skyy, walked in. Out of it, I'm gonna just say out of it, and she had 2 other people with me, and she assaulted me. I tried to turn around and walk away. She punched me in my face, and then the other girl came in, punching me in the face, and then a guy came in. They were kicking me in my rib cage. I have a fractured rib. Knocked one of my veneers out. Yeah. Knocked one of my teeth out, and it was just really, really bad.
He's really messy.
Sounds like you were implying that he might have had it coming.
One thing you don't do is talk about people's parenting or their kids.
That's true. That's definitely true.
That's a bone that will make somebody flip out. So we got to stay tuned and see how it's going to unfold. But Mr. Anthony's very messy.
So Anthony is Alexis Skyy's
former best friend.
Former best friend. Okay.
He was saying that Alexis leaves
So-
the daughter with everybody, and she's not a good mom. She's not raising her child. She's a hoe. She's a lesbian.
So can we rewind this back after you gave all that backstory? Now I got to hear what happened. So Alex, start the story over.
Oh, so just start it over again.
Start over again?
No, just what happened? Because like now that I got the backstory, so now how did the altercation come about? Like he came home and she was there?
Yes, he was walking into his apartment building.
Uh-huh.
Her plus the two other people came out of the apartment building, approached him.
Oh, I got you.
Alexis punched him in the face.
Okay.
The next girl punched him in the face.
Okay.
And then they got to kicking, and he has 2 black eyes, no teeth, and a bruised rib.
Okay.
It sounds like Anthony's an opportunist, and he's friends with whoever is hot at the moment.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. And supposedly him and Sheree are back, but besties again, after he done told her business.
And I sure do remember him from every one of them instances you mentioned.
Yes.
I know.
He's known. I think of the clip of him crying, saying he's scared for his life. He doesn't know what to do. He hasn't been back home because he thinks he's going to get beat up. Alexis Skyy is threatening him, threatening his life. So Anthony, better be careful.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers, Anthony.
Go see that veneer specialist in Atlanta to get you fixed up.
Is
He's
he
probably
out?
running a discount.
Is he out? He ain't out yet. He gotta go to the people he was teaching the other days.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's move into the hot topic of the week. Erica Mena and Safaree, they have been cutting up on the internet. So just a little recap for y'all that don't know, because I've been following them since Love and Hip Hop, and I think they met on another show. It might have been like some haunted house show on VH1 that they like first met on back in 2017. But I think their relationship started in 2018. I think they had their first child together maybe like 2020. Yeah, I think first kid maybe 2020. Second kid, I want to say maybe 2020, 2022. But while she was pregnant with the second kid, I can't even remember if it was Love and Hip Hop New York or Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Safaree was cheating on her. So the relationship been rocky from the gate. By 2022, I think they were married and their divorce was finalized, I think, just in 2023. So they haven't been married long, maybe 2 years. And it looks like after this divorce, things are really starting to hit the fan. A couple of videos leaked last week. Safaree put Erica Mena on blast. I mean, she got a ladder. She climbing into the house. She's fighting him. I mean, it's been crazy. Now, she does say the videos are from 2023. But it's just 2024. So that doesn't help much because it wasn't that long ago.
Right.
Have y'all been watching?
Been glued to the TV.
I think there's a video with her daughter saying that Safaree abused their youngest son,
Right.
kicked them, tossed them around.
And that's not his child. That she said, my dad said we have separate fathers.
How old is the youngest son?
Maybe
The
like
young-
2.
2 years?
1.5, 2. He's walking. He's tiny, but he's walking.
Yeah, I want to say they probably are married for like 2.5 years. I want to say the last kid maybe was like 2021. But then in the same breath, she puts out a calendar where she says that he's only seen him about 16 times in the last year. So if he's abusive, or if he's unfit, then what's the big deal about him not seeing his child? You would think you would be okay with it.
She also
I
reported
think,
she's not paying child support either.
Oh, really?
well, a little bit of child support he paying. I don't think she was happy with in the first place. I think they went to mediation and they agreed on $4,300 a month, which I doubt either one of them is hurting for with their OnlyFans that they have.
Oh, they both are on OnlyFans.
They had one. I know they had one together. They were pulling in millions when OnlyFans really got. But she's unhappy. She was very unhappy about the amount of child support that she was awarded. I don't know what's going on with them. Like, I feel like she's hurt. She's really hurt. And I feel like she still wants to be with him. Definitely scorned. But I feel like it's a case of, like, you weren't fooled. We all knew Safaree was a clown. So I'm not surprised in any way. I feel like at this point, she just needs to cut her losses, let it go, let the courts do their thing. If he truly is abusive, fine. It's great that he's not seeing his kids. You can't say in one breath he's not seeing his kids, he missed the birthday party, he didn't do this, and in the other breath he's not seeing them enough. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely over her. She got to let it go. Sweetie, you are not the first one with a bad baby father. This has drug out for about 2 years, 3 years now, where you've been dragging him and he's been dragging you.
Does he have kids by other people?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's never been married before either. This is his first marriage. This is his first kids. But you can tell from the show, he's like a spoiled. His mom, you could tell, like, him and his mom, they spoil. Like, you could just tell. Like, that's his personality. So, not surprising. And Erica, you need to let your kids see their father for who he is. Good, bad, and ugly. They need to experience it. And it is what it is. You chose him. You can apologize later.
Look, I can't be that quick on that stuff. You just need a boom, boom.
Yeah. Have y'all seen Safaree lately?
I found it.
Have y'all seen him lately?
I've seen him. What are you getting to? What are you saying?
I've seen him
He
too.
bought the girl from Miami's children Rolexes.
Oh, Amara La Negra.
Yes. But her children Rolexes. He's on the House of Villains now. He pulled up in his Lamb. He has more fur coats than I have draws.
I only see him in a fur coat.
Yeah,
sure
he has several fur coats. Now, you mentioned that they met on the House of Horrors or something.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Like, that same show, New York, Tiffany was on there. And they said that he had a little fling with Tiffany. Now, on the House of Villains, him and Tiffany, they are getting a little freaky dicky on that show too. So Safaree is living his best life. Going to Nicki Minaj concerts, cutting up, growing his YouTube channel. Safaree trying to get his money up.
He's a bit of an opportunist too, and you can't knock it. Like, this is what he does for a living. Mm-hmm. He's no longer an artist or a hype man for Nicki. He is a reality TV star. So he's got to do things to keep himself popping and relevant.
Exactly.
I expect nothing less. Nothing less. But we still got to figure out where Erica Mena got that where she got that ladder from. Was it just, did you bring that in a pickup truck? Was it just laying up against the side of the house? Like, I'm just confused.
She planned that.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
She's crazy. She's always been crazy. But she's fighting on Love and Hip Hop New York. We're Rich. What was the Kim Bella?
Yep.
So she was fighting with her lover girlfriend. I mean, she's always been hot-headed.
Since Santana. Mm-hmm. She's been fighting everybody. Wasn't surprised about you either, Erica. Mm-hmm. But I can see the hurt behind this. You really is hurt.
She's definitely scorned and hurt. Mm-hmm. Thought you had one.
Right. Well,
this saga definitely continues. I guess we'll see the custody battle. as things progress on.
Well, what had happened is Jamie Foxx's new comedy special coming to Netflix. In this Netflix special, he is saying what happened to him. He has already he already shot it. I think it was in Atlanta. I think they said Atlanta. It was a 2-day special that he did. It was October 3rd and 4th, I think, that he shot this special. Well, they said he claims that Sean Diddy Combs was responsible for his stroke and that he suffered a year ago. According to the media takeout, during that special, Jamie recounts the evenings and the event leading up to the stroke, stating Diddy was responsible. In quotes, it says.
Well, let me pull out my fan.
Hinting that the music mogul poisoned him. While the audience initially laughed, Foxx stopped and gave them a serious look, indicating he wasn't joking. So Foxx and Diddy, they were once close friends, known for hosting wild parties, but they fell out after a business deal went sour. It says, though Foxx did not provide any further details on why Diddy allegedly poisoned him, the comment left fans stunned, and the special is set to air on Netflix next month. So I can't wait to see that. But he said, back in April 2023, when Jamie was filming that action movie for Netflix called Back in Action, he had a headache. He asked his boy for some Advil. And the next thing he know, it was 20 days later, he was waking up from a coma.
Boy for Advil, yeah. It was gone for 20 days. I wasn't never in. Next doctor said, some more.
And he didn't know what, he couldn't remember any of those 20 days. That's it. That's all I got on that, but I can't wait to see this special.
Just when I'm about to turn Netflix off, pay another month.
Keep that subscription.
Yes.
Well, they now got a $6.99 subscription. I'm waiting for somebody to test it out first and tell me how it is.
What is it?
No, that's Peacock with the commercials.
No, it is going to have ads and commercials.
No, I was going to say I already get commercials, but it's Peacock. I was confusing it with Peacock.
Yeah.
Well, that story was better than I thought. I thought you was going to say he rubbed him down with that drug baby oil or something. So I'm glad it was just some Advil.
Yeah, just some Advil. And he woke up.
That's all he's telling us.
He said he asked his boy. So your boy was in on it? I was like, wait, I need more. I was trying to scrunch the internet to find out who was the boy. What do you mean? He said his boy. He asked his boy for Advil. That's your boy. Hey, ladies, just in. Sean Diddy Combs, former security guard, is now saying that Jamie Foxx did indeed call the feds on Diddy, allegedly. He said that Jamie called the feds on Diddy when he suspected that Diddy drugged him.
Big homie CC, and he is claiming for a fact he knows Jamie Foxx was poisoned by Diddy.
Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of
and put him in that coma. So, wow, this is another piece to that Diddy story. I guess it's going to keep coming and keep coming now. He may be one of the people that are named in that lawsuit because they said that they had some celebrity informants. So it may just be Jamie Foxx. But I thought when you're a informant, then you had to stop speaking to the public. So I'm not quite sure, but I can't wait till this all unfolds. Another thing I found on the internet is some Diddy's leaked phone calls from prison.
You're listening to my entertain, none of this nonsense, and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes left over from the pizza.
Okay.
Make sure you recycle the plastic.
Now, I'm not quite sure if this really is Diddy or if it's AI, but it sounds like Diddy. I know they say that AI doesn't have really any emotion in its tone and its voice when it's speaking. And some of the experts have been weighing in online saying that this does sound like emotion, that this could actually be Diddy sending code, telling people or whoever he's speaking to get rid of the pizza box, recycle the pizza boxes and stuff like that. I'm not sure what's going on. And who leaked this? Is like a prison guard or what?
Now y'all know this is gonna be
boy too.
You must have got paid $1 million or so. All right, so you keep this on you. If dude acts, there you go. There's your.
These ratings gonna be out of this world. Netflix and quote one with this one because we are all gonna be watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jimmy Foxx got to blame it on the titty, blame it on your titty, blame it on the.
That's my jam.
Mine too.
Actually, I remember I think we all were. Remember we went to a restaurant in what's the new part of Philly? Well, it's North Philly, but what do they call
Northern
it?
Liberties or Fish
Northern
Town?
Liberties. We went down there. That's when I had the white car. Mom was still alive. Mom rode with me to this restaurant. That song kept playing. She was like, "What's this? Alcohol? Oh, alcohol. What we talking about? We blaming it on the alcohol, Mom." But I think we were all. It was a family dinner. We all was at this restaurant. I don't know why, Northern Liberties, but yeah. That when you said that made me remember that. But yeah. All right, what's next on the agenda, ladies?
Let's see. Oh, Angel Reese. Okay, let's get into Angel. So Angel Reese came out with a little snippet of there was a snippet from a little interview she did the other day where she basically said that her WNBA salary was not paying her bills.
Right.
She went far enough to say that it was not even paying her rent.
Right.
So Angel makes about $73,000 a year. Caitlyn, 76.
Mm-hmm.
These two are basically carrying WNBA on their backs. Like, I am not a WNBA fan. I am watching for these two. Can y'all believe how low that salary is?
Yeah, I knew that. And, actually, that's one of the higher salaries for WNBA. Yeah.
So I saw that their max, the little research that says their max, like for some of their top players is like $200,000.
That must be something new. Because I remember researching it.
And it might have been a contract. So it didn't specify if that was the annual salary or if it was a contract. But they said the highest contract right now was $500,000. And that was multi-year. So, a lot of people had things to say. People have had things to say about her since she was in college.
Oh, yeah.
But the reason why y'all talk about her is the reason why we love her. We love all that attitude. We love all that spunk. She joked and said she's living beyond her means. But what a lot of people probably don't know is that she was making millions in college. Off of name, image, and likeness deals. So while some people were rushing to get out of college, she had planned to finish because she was making bank. She's probably making more than she's making now. Signed a deal with Cash App in the last week. Has a deal with Reese's Pieces right now. So while her salary, she may be living above her means with just that base salary, she is killing it in endorsements.
She's in with Big Lotto. She's in Big Lotto's videos. She got her podcast going on.
Mm-hmm.
I know YouTube is paying off that podcast.
She has she owns a part of a soccer team. One of her dreams is to own the WNBA team.
It's the power, it's the DC Power. That's what she owns. She has that. She's also about to start. You might about to say that.
What?
The new league. She's about to start in a new league.
Oh, yes. I saw that too.
In Miami, it's a 3v3 league. That starts January. I think it's TNT is sponsoring them. They put money into them. So that's some more income. It's a 3v3 women's league. I just was a little... I wish she just didn't put that clip out that she put out. Because the guy actually, I like her, I follow her, but it actually makes her feel like dumb. But you don't know what you're paying. I know it was all fun and everything like that, but she's like, how much am I paying? Oh, I don't know how much I get. I don't know how much my rent is. Oh, I didn't like that part. I was like, people gonna think like you're not money savvy. They're like, oh, she's just getting all this money and now she don't know how to handle it and know what to do with her money. She don't know where it is. I think she should have left that clip.
And I think that was all a cutesy little act. I have no doubt that she knows all about what's going on with her money. She seems like she is very well invested in her future and her career. Now, there were a lot of negative comments. Did y'all see any of the negative comments or the negative videos?
I didn't know. A lot of her posts still have negative comments too.
Yes.
People, it's so strange that people just go to these celebrities or these reality stars page and influencers page just to comment negative shit. Like how miserable are you to say, okay, let me go look up these people that I don't even follow or like or anything to post something negative? It's just, I know I'm not doing that's too much of my time. I could care less.
And then for her, she's a baby. So there were a lot of comments about, her always out in the street, her always being double cheeked up. She do always have on a little booty short or a little tight. But we have to remember, she's what, 23?
Yeah.
Y'all 12-year-olds are out in 2-inch Abercrombie shorts and crop tops. Like, she's 23 years old. She's a social person.
Right.
Of course, she's going to be at every basketball game. She's going to be in Vegas. She's going to be here. And obviously, that relevance gets her endorsements. So we all know good press, bad press, it's all the same. So y'all can keep talking about her. Y'all are just making her more relevant and are bringing more attention to her. And as you bring more attention to her, it brings more attention to the WNBA. And hopefully those ladies get some money because
pay those ladies.
Just on money.
Pay those ladies.
Please. You couldn't even pay for your injuries if you got hurt off of that.
Right.
Pay them.
So, Flaw Janae, is she getting a lot of money?
Who?
Flaw Janae they was tight like that. That was the two girls. They both was tight. It's the dark skin one.
Oh, we don't hear nothing about her. What team did she go to? Did she go to a team?
I don't know, because 1 minute she's acting, rapping, playing ball. She got a lot going for herself.
Oh, good for her. I don't know where she went.
She just did a song with Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. Well, look at her.
Listen, it's definitely the way to go, because ain't no money in that WNBA, unfortunately.
You just hurting your body. You tearing your body up.
For pennies on a dollar.
Ooh, and I'm just gonna flash back to this. A few months ago, I'm sorry, I don't even know what team it was. There was a recording of one of the coaches saying to one of the WNBA players, like, I can't believe you are pregnant again. And the season is about to start. This coach was female. So this just further goes to show how women are treated, like, in sports.
And what was the lady's response?
I don't think anything ever came of it. It was like a big internet buzz, but we never got like what the end of it was.
Because I would have said, I can't believe you're in my business again.
When we know the NBA players do things like ride motorcycles, go to clubs, drive drunk, and you're going to question her about a pregnancy?
Exactly.
Like she should plan around the season when she has intercourse with her husband? Like, I'm confused.
Can't conceive. Yeah, we can't.
Can't conceive.
Okay, there were some allegations against the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, along with 2 other suspects. They were arrested on federal charges of sex trafficking and prostitution. Prosecutors say they had lured young men with the promise of modeling jobs. Did anybody hear this? Because it kind of reminded me of Sean Combs.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abercrombie and Fitch, we remember that store in the mall where, the white dudes would stand out and they'd be all buffed up, no shirt, looking like California.
Have the whole mall smell like cheap cologne. Mm-hmm.
That's Hollister.
Both of
They're
them.
both of them. Actually, they're both by the same person.
Yeah, you can tell they're both of the stores are dark, woody, country kind of feel.
Yeah, remember this one had it actually came out. Like the storefront came out like a thing and it had the blinds.
Stuff. Yes.
Yep, that's it. It says that Abercrombie and Fitch, they're famous for the bare-chested young men standing in the front of the store. Michael Jeffrey, who is the CEO, allegedly used his wealth and power to fulfill his sexual desires. He lured men in and promised them modeling opportunities that did not exist. 15 men have come forward who said they were made to sign non-disclosure agreements. They were asked to wear costumes and were forced to perform explicit sexual acts for money. But prosecutors say that the men were never told the nature of the sexual activity that they would be required to do. The indictment charges Jeffries, who is now 80, and his romantic partner, Matthew Smith, and a recruiter named James Jacobson with what prosecutors call hard behaviors for men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxers during these sex events.
Just missing the baby oil.
Yeah, they are out on bond right now. There were 2 lawsuits filed in 2000 and 2023 of sexually exploiting young men at parties he held with his partner. Netflix special.
I watched part of
White
it,
Hot.
maybe one episode.
I think it was just one. It was just a movie. It's called White Hot.
One Hot? And it was about Abercrombie?
White Hot.
Oh, White Hot.
About Abercrombie and how they discriminated. They only hired beautiful people.
Mm-hmm.
White,
mostly white. There was a couple black people in the show that said they worked there. White, blonde.
The black people was in the back of the house, though.
You're absolutely right. They were on night shift and they did the cleaning. Mm-hmm. Asians too, night shift or did the cleaning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the guy admitted to it. He said, "Yeah, well, I don't want anybody ugly working here." He was going from city to city scouting these people out. Sex, men, it's crazy to me what these men do for the sex.
It's very crazy. It has to be a disease.
It's like an addiction, and they got it
far more prominent than we thought it was. Like we talk about the down low, everybody is
an addiction, and it's like
at this point
they can't fulfill their desires.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm watching.
You better get a pocket coochie and keep it going.
And y'all need to stop going across state lines. Do y'all stuff locally? Why are we throw trafficking in there? That's a whole.
More than that, he was flying people over to Paris. He had houses in Paris and the UK. He was like, this guy was doing it. Mm-hmm.
Do you know any young kids? Do people still wear Abercrombie?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
I didn't even know the store was still around.
It's still around.
Is it?
I won't pass it in my mall, but
that's low budget jeans.
Really?
Tommy's and Levi's.
I like Levi's.
Mm-hmm. I love Levi's.
I didn't know there was. I didn't think these 2 stores existed anymore. Hollister or Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't have that down the country.
Mall's still stinking.
Yes.
Still going strong.
What you say?
The mall still
stinking.
Oh.
Cinnabon mixed with cheap cologne is just everywhere. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, I think everybody's doing this. I think we're just getting a little taste of it, but I feel like this is going
it's going to peak. Did he learn from the best? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, listen. Once they put out that Harry Weinstein list, I said, well, everybody's into a little tricks and treats.
And then that Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
What about the Jeffrey Epstein and his private little island he brought the women to? Like, what?
When they were talking about the Harry Weinstein stuff, they said that. Did y'all hear that the Wayfair stuff? Like, you could go on Wayfair, you order a cabinet, and certain cabinets was a code for like kids.
I did hear that.
What? This
They
was
said
the
it was
Harry
a pizza store. Same
Get
thing.
out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You order you a 5-foot cabinet for your new office. That's really a 16-year-old slender boy.
Oh my God.
Oh, Wayfair special.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Wayfair, they got just what you need.
Drum roll. Did it stop?
They got too slow.
So, have either of you ever been to Texas?
No, I have not.
I went to Texas for my last birthday.
Okay.
But I was sure to stay away from Vendor, Texas. It's a sundown town in Texas. And Black people are not welcome after dark, or pretty much any time during the day, the lady states. There was a lady who states she was raised white, but she's all black. She states that her mother walked into a bar in Houston. So I'm assuming that Vendor and Houston are close to each other, driving distance. Her mother walked into a gay bar while pregnant with her and sitting there drinking her life away, thinking about what she was going to do. She was thinking about getting an abortion. And then she talked so much, the owner came over to her and started having conversation with her. And the owner said, I don't want you to get rid of your baby. I'll pay you for your child. And I want you to clean up, get sober, and I'll pay for that as well. And I'll give you a house, give you a place to stay until you have your baby. And after you have your baby, you can do what you please. So when it was time for her to have the baby, the owner, which I don't think I say, he's gay, and his name is Ronnie Huckabee. He signed the birth certificate as if he was her father. And the lady, she's probably in 50, late 40s, 50. I'm going to have to figure out her age. And she said back then on the birth certificates, they put race. So because the father was white, on her birth certificate, they put her down as white. So she had the baby. He left with her. The mom went on her way, and he went to Houston. He hired a nanny that was Mexican or Spanish, and he went to continue to run his bar. When the lady was 18, he got sick with cancer, so he had to move to Vendor, Texas, where all his family is from. His parents, his sisters and brothers, and all that good jazz. So she went back there and was raised by these white people until she turned 18. Her father died at the age of 6 from cancer. So her grandparents, who were white, had to take care of her. And she said from time to time her aunts, would help out too. So she went from house to house to house. She claims that she had a beautiful life. She didn't feel like anybody treated her different. She said she was everybody's favorite in the family. And she just continued to live her life. When she got to college, she said she was putting up posters in Abercrombie on the wall, all these white people. And she said she overheard her roommates talking about her. She said that they were like, well, was somebody going to tell her? Anybody going to tell her she's black?
Wait, was her roommates black?
Yes, they were black.
Oh my God.
So they were like, girl, homegirl, what's up with these posters on the wall? Like, why are you kissing all these white men? And what's on this on the wall? Honey, you're black. You're not white. Get with it. And she said she pondered for a while. And then her mother's boyfriend reached out to her and was like, because I forgot to tell you, to her knowledge, they said that her mother had died.
Right.
Gave birth. So she didn't think she had a mother. She just thought she was an orphan at this point in time. Her father died cancer. Her mother died when she was born. So someone reached out to her and was like, "Hey, I'm your brother," and she was like, "From your mom." She's like, "I don't want my mom passed away." No. So she's like, she just was like nothing. But then she said something told her to call the number, so she called again. And he was like, "This is your mom's information." She called her mom. It was a Mother's Day, actually, where she called her mom. And her mom was like, "Yes, I'm your mother, and I want to see you tonight. Please come to see me tonight." So when she got off work, she drove to Houston and met her mom, and they've been stuck ever since. But
Really?
I'm so shocked. If you look at the girl, she is fair-skinned, but you can tell that, yes, yeah, you can tell that she's not Caucasian.
Did they take away all the mirrors in her house? Like, how could she not know?
She knew she was black, though, right?
No, she thought she was white.
Wait, did I miss that part of the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she just identified like with the white people. This is where I grow up with. I like these white people. I like these white guys. I put all this white stuff up. But I do know that I'm black.
No, she thought she was white.
And I'm assuming from the story that there are no other black people in Vendor.
No, they're not allowed to Vendor.
Wait,
there's KKK.
What name is it? I thought it was called Bender. It's called Bender.
Bender with a B.
Because I was trying to look it up.
She said that she was valedictorian. She was homecoming queen. All this.
The whole town had to be in on this. Like, we gonna keep this little black girl and nobody say nothing. Because I'm surprised no one ever said anything to her in a sundown town where African Americans aren't accepted, and she clearly looks African American.
She does. She looks like she may be mixed, but you can tell she's mixed with African American. And when she came back from Houston, when she was at 18 months, she didn't even speak English. She said that she was speaking Spanish because her nanny was Mexican and taught her how to speak Spanish.
Oh, jeez.
So she was all tore up.
Yeah, they all kept it secret. They told the cousins not to say nothing. Don't say nothing. We know she black. Don't say nothing. Because they had to know. Looking at her in family pictures, she's clearly very different. Like, so they had to keep that hush-hush, or she was brainwashed. One of the two.
I think a little bit of both.
I'm reading about Vendor right here. It's a whole thing about it. And some of the other sundown towns in Texas. I'm going to keep reading because I didn't think Texas had sundown towns. I thought like Mississippi and maybe like Alabama. What else is over there?
Philadelphia has a sundown town too.
Maybe Louisiana. It did say Pennsylvania had some back in the day, but
I'm talking about Philadelphia. South Philly, don't go there after night in the Tiger Town. Forget about it. Forget about it. But yeah, I'm actually shocked. And the funny story is now that I think she's with a black man. I'm not sure if she's married, but she's definitely with a black man. She identifies as black. She's all in tune to her black culture, and her grandmother is now living with her, and she's the only white lady in the house in Houston with a whole bunch of black people with her family.
Yeah,
her grandmother's like this.
She could be like that show we watched. How about that show we watched?
What show?
I smell you.
Oh. Listen, that grandma probably came over for dinner one night and was like, "I'm not going back down there with them. I'm going to stay here with you." Thanks for sitting in on our cousins conversation this week. We'll see you again next week.
Hope you enjoyed the experience.
You just experienced the experience. Thanks for watching.